Honestly, such a tense series. Can you guys imagine? The first thing I'm thinking about right now is, can you imagine a series like this on LAN? Holy cow, the crowd would be going crazy. There was this entire series was just on the balls on the goal line and someone's boost starved. Like, this was the most tense set of games I've seen in so long. Incredible pressure from Vatira. Daniel living up to the expectations, though, surviving and showing why he's one of the best defenders in the 1v1 world. This is why we need a ones LAN. Games and series like this, where everything is super tense. Both players are pushing the limit of what they're capable of. Trying to trick each other at every turn. Absolutely fantastic stuff. You're so bad. Vatira, look, Vatira, listen. I'm not trying to rub it in. I really haven't. But I have to see this again. What happened in that third game? How did you think Daniel was coming back? Did you think Daniel was coming back? Yeah, Vatira, I wouldn't. Listen. There's always going to be haters in chat. I would just ignore them. You're goated, bro. But I have to see this. Did you know Daniel was far away? When? I don't even know when it was. Yeah, Vatira, you boomed the bar. You absolutely boomed it. I don't remember when it was. I think it was like before overtime or something. Look at all the absolute big men in chat who are making fun of somebody for losing in a video game while you're there watching them play the video game. That's insane. That's actually crazy. Imagine. Sorry, where's the open net? I think it was like here or something. Yeah. Yeah, no, this... Did you think Daniel was coming back? Because I was trying to figure out what happened. Yeah, no, but first things first. Now, obviously, I'm not making fun of Vatira here. If you guys are making fun of Vatira for losing, you're so cringe. You're more cringe than air dribble bump purgatory. Like, can you imagine being air dribble bumped for an eternity? Like, that is how cringe making fun of somebody for losing an epic series like this is. You guys are idiots. But anyway. Yeah, he doesn't actually see Daniel there. So he does know it's very open, but he just mishits it really badly. Like, obviously in this position, Vatira knows his boost is running low. He doesn't want to, like, you know, have to hit the ball once, wait for it to come back, hit it again on low boost. You know, he knows my boost I've got is not really enough to just pop this on goal and then rebound easily, so I'm just going to shoot. And then he boomed the bar. It's honestly, it's so high that he couldn't even go again. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. But yeah, this was obviously the moment of the series for me. You turned too fast on the ball, so you couldn't score it. Yeah, you were very... I mean, I knew you wanted to like get around this ball quickly before it bounces further, because you guys have to realize the longer Vatira waits to shoot this ball, the harder the shot is going to be, because the ball's going to be over here or over here. If he waits even longer, that gives Daniel time to get back. So he has to shoot it early. That's why he's turning fast. That's why he's moving fast. But yeah, he turned a bit too early, so the angle was gone. And he wanted to boom it because he's thinking, if I just place this, like roll it on target, Daniel's going to speed flip and save it. So it's actually a bit more difficult shot than it looked, but it is still a super open shot. Not an easy open net though. I feel like if you guys have a training pack, like where you start off in this position with 25 boost, like here, and you have to score this, you're probably mostly missing. I think most of us are missing this. Like somebody could try, make a training pack where the ball's like just bouncing this way and you have 25 boosts on a turn to score. Yeah, most of you are probably missing. Analyzing an open net missile, of course I am, OSM. This is the turning point of the series, but also it's like he should score this, but most of chat's missing, so I don't know why people are acting like it's just an easy open net. Like OSM, you would miss that. If there's one pro player that I would bet my house is missing that open net, it would be OSM. You would miss that 10 times out of 10. You'd miss that every game. How are you talking? Like, OSM literally stands for open shot miss. It became, like, if you guys haven't watched OSM's show matches throughout the years, he misses minimum one wide open net per series. It's gotten to the point where if he does it in game one, I call it a smart move, getting it out of the way. He's getting the open net out of the way. Oh well. Let's just get that out of the way with. Vatira says I need to keep learning how to play ones and have better kickoff. I mean, Vatira, you look like... This is what I was thinking today, actually. I know that I'm, you know... only watching here, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but you look really, really good at defending your goal line. Like, your pre-jumps and your reads are insane. Like, some of these, like, low 50s that Daniel's trying to get through you, and you're just like, nah, I'm reading that, not working. Like, you're very good at what I call reactive defense. There's two types of defense in 1v1, proactive and reactive. Proactive is where you just ignore what the other guy's doing and you go for the ball, which is what Vatira does most of the time. He's like, I don't care what the other player's doing, I'm just going to go for the ball and see what happens. But actually, Vatira's natural tendencies for reactive defense are world class. Some of his reads in defense are incredible. So I would say I want to see more reactive defense from you. Things like fake challenges, shadowing, leaving the ball to go get boost every now and then. Because I think right now you maybe ball chase a bit too much and it becomes obvious. Like, Daniel knows that you're going to do it because you do it most of the time. That's just my opinion, though. I think that Vatira is definitely very good at ball chasing, very, very good at getting challenges with low boost and reverse challenges and things like this. But yeah, ones like these days, yeah, I watch pretty much all of the top level ones. The players who win the world class matches like this one are players who are adapting usually throughout a series. Look at Roas versus Zen. He adapted to what Zen was doing and won. But yeah, Vatira doesn't like... Yeah, Vatira says, yeah, it's because I'm scared to leave the ball to the opponent, so you ball chase. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. In fact, most players are leaving the ball too much. Like, Vatira is not leaving the ball enough, I think, in my opinion. But most players are leaving the ball too often. Like, they just go to get boost instead of staying on the ball and pressuring it. Like, pressuring the ball is so important in 1v1, and Vatira's ball pressure is insane. Like, the amount of pressure you can apply with no boost is ridiculous. So he's already got world-class pressure. But yeah, I don't think you should be as afraid as you are, because you've got really, really good defense when you have 100 boosts as well. Next time you invite, you're going to try. Yeah, you don't even need to do it too much. I'd love to see it, but you don't even need to do it too much. It's more like if you go for the ball 5 times in a row, probably the next time you should fake a challenge. You know, if you go for 4 low boost plays, 3 low boost plays in a row, maybe the next time you just flip away from the play, because you'll be surprised how many times people will just panic and give you the ball for free because they think that you're going to be on them, but you're not. You're just going to get boost. That's the one thing I noticed today, and other times I've seen you play. But definitely keep up the pressure, though. Your pressure is immense. I'm just saying, maybe sometimes surprise your opponent by shadowing and faking challenges, because I think you underrate yourself just how good you are at defending. Some of your reads, your pre-jumps, and your low 50s in defense are world class. Very, very impressive stuff. For kickoffs, I don't think your kickoff's too bad, actually. Your kickoff's pretty good. I don't think your kickoff is weak. Maybe you lost a few to Daniel in a row, which is annoying, but you're not losing kickoff goals very much. Like, yeah, maybe you're losing possessions. You're not getting scored on. It wasn't like the Zen Daniel match where Daniel just took possession 8 times in a row with the exact same kickoff. I feel like it was quite close. You don't know, you never get the ball. Yeah, maybe I'm not noticing it as much as I should. Let's see. What's Vatira doing kickoffs? Let's see what he's up to. Let's see what's Vatira doing on kickoffs. Okay, first kickoff. He tries to push it through Daniel. Daniel pushes it the other way and wins it. So, do you guys know what is the counter to what Daniel just did? If you got to do this again and now you know what Daniel's doing, what do you do? Do you guys know? Because I know the counter. You guys should all know the counter. If you watch my channel. Like, yeah, essentially what some of you guys call the scrub kickoff. Yeah, if you flip to the left here, it's a kickoff goal for Vatira. If he flips to the left, pretty simple. When players are, opposite on the ball like this, like completely opposed, and they're doing mirrored strategies, like the kickoff that Vatira and Daniel do in the first game 1, is mirrored. So Daniel's spawned left, gets to the left side of the ball, flips right. Vatira does the same thing, spawns left, gets to the left side of the ball, flips to the right. Now, the player who's more side-on usually wins. That's why Daniel wins this one. But if we go to the next one, let's see what happens. Because if you okay, it's straight spawn, who cares? Like there's really not really much happening on straight spawns. We can see what happens, but usually on straight spawn, both players have a chance to get into. Yeah, we enter midfield here. It's very rare that you get a kickoff goal on straight spawn because there's more boost. You pick up an additional boost pad. There's just more boost available. Let's see what happens here though. Slight offset spawn. Okay, so if he wants to counter what Daniel did in the first kickoff, he should try get a little bit like to the right of the ball, mostly goal side, and flip this way. That's how he would win this. But yeah, he goes right again. So if Vatira does the same kickoff twice, and Daniel does the same kickoff twice, and Vatira loses it twice. So I think really the easiest change here would be to just flip the other way. The classic counter. Again, if you look at where Daniel is, I mean, Daniel, which side looks the most open? Which side looks the most open? If you're going to get this ball through him, look where his goal is. Daniel is slightly to the right, so you've got to hit it to the left to go through him. And he was slightly to the right on the first kickoff of the game as well. He did the same thing twice. Vatira tries to go to the right. That just happens to be where Daniel is, so it doesn't work. Yeah, that maybe would be the first thing you could change. What are we looking at here? So, okay, now that we've got both players spawning on the right side of their field instead of the left, it's backwards. So everything I just said about right and left, invert it. Imagine that it's inverted. Because now that they're spawning on this side, if Daniel keeps doing what he was doing before, he's going to approach from here and probably end up around about here on the ball, on the right side of the ball, because it's mirrored now. So the counter would be to, this time, to flip to the right, because that's where Daniel is most likely going to be weak. Oh, this time you slowed it down and went for a wave dash. This is an interesting attempt. So that's either a somewhat delayed wave dash recovery kickoff. It does, for the record, look like Daniel would have been open on that side, though. This is why, like, some people don't understand why I'm so interested in kickoffs. Like, to me, it's very interesting because it's just a mind game. Like, Daniel's doing the same kickoff every time. Outside of the ball, flipping through it. If Vatira at any moment just got goal side and flipped to Daniel's weak side, it would be a goal for Vatira immediately. But it didn't happen this game because Vatira didn't read that weakness. But if Vatira did read that weakness, if Vatira scored a kickoff goal and Daniel would have switched it up. Daniel's usually pushing the kickoffs, but he knows how to get around it as well. But okay, here we're actually in a very interesting position here because now I think Daniel, for the first time, runs into Vatira trying to counter him. So Vatira spawns on the right side. If we follow the pattern that we've seen so far, beating Daniel's kickoff would be to get goal side, flip to the right. I think that's what Vatira tries to do, but he ends up mechanically messing it up a little bit. Yeah. He's very side onto the ball here and a bit late. Now, if you're late in your arrival, the ball moves before you get there, and suddenly, if you were trying to be on the middle of the ball, you're actually not because the ball's moved. I think that's what's happened here. Did Daniel just get straight up get there first? Not really, actually. I thought Daniel would be faster here. Yeah, Vatira just slightly too side onto the ball. He does actually win it. So, okay, I guess my theory comes out to be true. He doesn't get a kickoff goal, but my theory worked. I mean, he has won the kickoff the first time he countered it. The first time he switched ways, flipped the other way, he did win. Like, do you see what I mean, Vatira? Like, the other three that you lost, you were flipping towards Daniel. This time you flipped away from him and you won it. You got the ball. I'll show it one more time from this angle. Like, look where Daniel is. He's on the left side of the ball. If you flip to the left, you're going to lose. But this time, Vatira switches it up. He spawned on the right, moved to the left, and then flipped to the right. So he's kind of hooking it like this. You know, he's doing a little arc on his way in. And that's why he wins this one. So yeah, maybe you could have done that earlier in the series. Maybe you could have noticed that after one kickoff. Very hard to notice that after one kickoff, though. Sometimes it's better not to change anything after one kickoff to see if they're actually really doing it. But again, look at Daniel, very side onto the ball here. If Vatira flips left, it's a goal, but he flips to the right. So you're back to your losing strategy for this one. Or the strategy that has been losing. Straight spawn, probably nothing's going to happen here. Yeah, one person's going to get this boost, another person's going to get this boost. Vatira did make a mistake by fighting for that boost when he was actually just not going to get there. That delays his defense. But yeah, they are going to go even. If you notice look at the bottom of the screen, guys, at the score board, or whatever it's called, the timeline. Look how big of a gap there is after the kickoff, the straight spawn kickoff, and a goal. This time, right here, this gap here, between that goal and this one, this is after the straight spawn. And then earlier, after the first goal in the game and the second goal, that is after the straight spawn as well. The two biggest gaps with no goals, both after the straight spawn. Very, very interesting how that always happens. You lost the kickoff when you start on the side. Okay, well, let's look again. Vatira starts on the left. So to counter what Daniel's been doing, you want to get slightly to the right of the ball and flip left. That's how you would counter what he's been doing all series long. But actually, now Daniel is the one to switch it up as well. Did you guys see that? Daniel, for the first time in this whole game, he switches his kickoff as well. So this is why it's not as simple as just find out, figure out the opponent's kickoff and then you win. Not that simple. Daniel's switching it up as well. For the first time in the game, he spawned on this side, switched sides, and then flipped back to the way he was spawning in. So now we have a mirrored kickoff strategy. Again, very even. Now, okay, bit less clear what Daniel's going to do now, because Daniel has just shown that he's willing to switch his strat. But if I was Vatira here, I would definitely be goal side, flip to the right. Or if I was coaching Vatira live, I would tell him goal side, flip to the right. Because that's where Daniel's been weak. Vatira decides to fake it. I honestly don't hate that. That's pretty smart. First fake of the game. Gives him a possession. Don't hate that at all. It doesn't end up working. That's a good idea. Good idea to fake at the end of the game there. Pretty smart. Yeah, that's like one game. I mean, the series is obviously a lot more than this. But I only have one other replay. For that one game, yeah, pretty clear that it just took a while for Vatira to know what he should do. How to counter what Daniel's doing. But do you guys in chat understand what's going on there now that I've explained it? Do you guys get it? Because I love that we're starting off the next game with Daniel doing the exact same thing. This is game 3. Daniel's still on the same strat. So Vatira trying to delay the kickoff, but he does get it to go off to this side instead of Daniel's strong side. Same strat from Daniel. Vatira fakes again and does get it, so I love the fake. Yeah, I'm liking the fakes. Vatira's faking kickoffs at good times here. Nice job though here. I mean, see, it's very easy for me to tell you after the match when we're watching a replay like this what you're supposed to do. But look at Vatira live, figuring it out live. See that? He's not just mirroring Daniel, he's switched to flip the other way now. Basically, flip towards the side of the field that the opponent isn't in. Yeah, but you can't really do it live like that. Like what you should really think about is don't always flip the same way. Like when you're doing a kickoff, when you're approaching a kickoff like this, well, obviously you'd flip. But when you're coming towards the ball, it's very hard to know which side your opponent's going to be on. Are they going to be on this side of the ball, or are they going to be on this side of the ball? Very hard to say. There you should flip right. Hold on, let me look again. Got a party invite. That's got to be a mistake, probably. It was the third. I remember what kickoff it was. If you're trying to counter what Daniel's been doing the entire series, it wasn't this one. This is the one you did actually counter pretty well. You got across the ball, flip left. Then this one. Yeah, if you're trying to counter what Daniel is doing all series, you want to flip right on this one. That's assuming Daniel doesn't change what he's doing, which he doesn't. And yeah, you flip to the right. You actually get a very interesting kickoff here because you kind of win it, but not able to follow the ball. Yeah, you're just a little bit side onto the ball. See, I think if you're trying to counter someone, you need to be goal side, usually, not side on. Do you know what I mean by goal side? When I say goal side, Vatira, I mean like completely between the ball and your goal. Not like, this is like on the edge, this is on the edge. Goal side would be like right between the ball and the goal. Not no angle. So yeah, this time there's like a little bit too much of an angle. Yeah, you're hitting like quite at the side of the ball. You don't understand how he has boost? Let's have a look what Daniel did. He had 12. Maybe he got this pad as well. Yeah, you bumped him into the pad. He used boost a little bit. Did you just have none? No, you've got 12 as well. Yeah, you're very side onto the ball here. You actually had the right strategy here. You flipped the right way, but you're just a little bit too side onto the ball. If you're trying to win a kickoff, you can't be like side on. Or if you're trying to beat someone on, and you know that you're both going to be flipping towards the same side, you need to be more goal side than side onto the ball. Yeah, he just had no kickoff or no goal for ages here. This is probably like the long exchange. I remember this. Daniel finally scores. Straight spawn. Actually results in a goal for once. This is rare. Yeah, Daniel just going to this strong side again. By the way, do you know the one different kickoff you can do on the straight spawn, Vatira? Do you know what it is? It's kind of troll, but it's funny. And it does actually work. It does actually work. Chat will know. The turtle kickoff. You could do the turtle kickoff in the straight spawn where you just go like this. And then you like do that into the ball. That actually is a decent kickoff if you're losing. Wait, I looked at my chat. I did it wrong. Yeah, so you just flip, cancel, and then you've got to well, for me it's right click, for you guys it's X. You've got to, like, see when your car's upside down, you can't just slide into the ball. You can't just, like, go like this, and then slide into the ball on the ground. You need to, like, right click or use X if you're a controller player to flip your car back over. So you can do no, sorry, not like this. I'm trying to read chat while I do this. It's so troll, but it works. Wait, I'm doing it too early. Fad turtle kickoff for the Fairy Pig Gold Rush finals. I've not done this in so long. Yeah, if you do that, that'll work. Like, you've got to basically make it, like, look how small your car is next to the ball. Your car is very small. Car in Rocket League, small. Ball, big. Car, very small. So if you're upside down next to the ball and you just slide into it backwards, then the ball's just going to go over your car. So you need to like do that, because when you flip your car using the flip button, it does a little jump. See that? See how the car jumps? So when your car jumps, when you flip it, like that, you kind of like jump up in line with the middle of the ball, just for a split second. So you have to time it that you arrive at the ball right there, like as your car's flipping over. Because the car, small, ball, big. Look at the big ball, small car. Although this is a little bit, you know, distorted because of fisheye. Yeah, this kickoff's actually kind of funny. It works. The reason it works is because you're not going to... It's a good kickoff if you're already winning the game, because you're probably not going to lose a kickoff goal if you ever do this. Because show us in a game. I'm not going to queue a game because you might not even get this spawn. If you land like properly, you're going to land facing your goal. What is that noise? Is it that thing up there? What is this? There's something over there. Is that the thing making noise? The thing on top of that hill? It's like a pulsing Rocket League ball. Yeah, that kickoff's kind of funny. Also, like, you can half flip. I know everybody's loving the half flip kickoff these days. You can just do that. You can just leave the ball. Blatantly half flip. Also, Vatira, have you seen Dark's fake kickoff that he does? I can't do Dark's fake kickoff. I don't know how to make it look, like, real. But he spawns here, and then he just basically, like, what does he do? He, like, just goes... No, how does he do it? He does, like, a... Not even a half flip. It's not even an inverted half flip. He does, like, a... Yeah, he did it against you. He does, like, a quarter flip, where he starts off flipping... like this way, and then lands facing this way. Like, it's kind of like a quarter flip. I only know how to do it backwards. Wait, so this is how you do it backwards. How do you do it forwards, though? That's backwards. How do you do it forwards? Okay, so you just do that. Alright, I think I figured that out. Yeah, so you do a diagonal front flip with a cancel. So you just like, you literally just diagonal flip and then hold down. And your car kind of lands not half but quarter difference. Just front flip? No, it's not front flipping, surely. I don't think he front flips. I think he diagonal flips, doesn't he? I feel like he maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he diagonal flips. I think he does the like wait. I don't know how to make it clean, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he diagonal flips and lands like kind of sideways. Reason being, he wants it to look more realistic. He doesn't want it to look obvious, because it's very obvious if he just like goes, you know, like this, and his car goes too far. You've got to do a little bit more of a diagonal one, so you don't do a full turn. It's kind of similar to like the setup of a speed flip, kind of similar, but you don't flip cancel the same way. You wait until your car's already turned a little, and then you flip cancel. See how the car's like just turning in increments. But it's really convincing. I don't know how he does it. He makes it look so real. Like when you're watching the cross from the other player's POV, it's very real. And I don't think there's any other part of the game where it's useful except maybe when you're trying to land on a back corner. Find a game of him doing it. I actually might be able to find a game of him doing it. I think I do have a replay recently. It will be maybe this. Did he play on March 5th? Wait, what is this? Oh, this is the Chronic series. Okay, hold on. He played after... No, hold on. When did he play? What day was it? Oh wait, no, he's M. Yeah, he's M. That's Zen. When did Dark do it against Evo? Maybe you should name replays. Maybe I should, but I don't. It's not these, is it? Oh no, this is the day after. That's Zenato. Maybe it's this one. Wait. Why is this replay here? What? I'm so confused. Oh, I went even further down, that's why. 5-6 on March 6th? Yeah, M is Zen. Okay, if it wasn't 5-6 on March 6th, maybe it's this one. No, that's also another Zen game. 410? There we go, we found him. We found him. I don't think he did it too often against Vatira, but surely he did it at some point. Yeah, there we go. So let's look at what he's doing here. He's kind of like turning as you would on a normal kickoff. See, his first move is to the right, just like you would before you're speed flipping, and then he flips at the exact same time as you would speed flip. But instead of speed flipping, he's diagonal flipping, but then he's just cancelling with like a way later cancel to land badly, and then just boost away. And then yeah, his goal is either to like steer the ball into the back corner and get the boost, or if his opponent hits the ball more straight at him, like if Vatira hit the ball like straight at Dark, he would actually just pop the ball up and set up an immediate shot to deny Vatira stealing the boost. So it's a very good kickoff. Yeah, I'll show Vatira POV for any of the new viewers who have not seen this, and you're going to understand why this is so convincing. Let's look at Vatira POV. Look at Dark's nameplate. Like, the way his nameplate moves is exactly like a speed flip. It's crazy. Like, it doesn't get closer to the ball, so if you really pay attention, if you really look very closely, you'll notice his nameplate is not getting closer. And that's how you can spot him do it. Like, some players have played him and managed to counter this, but it looks so real because not only is he flipping at the same time as a speed flip, but he's actually using the same flip that a speed flip would use, which is a diagonal front flip. Like he's starting with a diagonal front flip, and then instead of boosting through it while immediately cancelling it to get a speed flip, he's waiting, cancelling it later to land facing away from the ball. Sometimes he does this, where he drives it into the back corner. Other times he just sets up a shot. Hopefully we'll find another example of him doing that so I can show you what that looks like. Nope. Nope. Let's see, did he do it here? Nah, see, same setup though. Speed flip looks exactly the same. It's incredible. Nah, it seems like he just went for a lot of kickoffs against Vatira. He just went for a lot of kickoffs. So we're not going to see any other ones. I think it's just diagonals, yeah. Were there any other... I think that was the only game I saved from Dark vs Vatira. I definitely have other Dark replays, but I don't know what day they'd be on. Hey, we got him. Figured it out. Wait, was the first kickoff of the game a fake? I totally forgot to look. No. Alright, he's doing it again. Okay, there we go. We have the other variation. Okay, so if you remember the one that I showed you of Dark versus Vatira, Vatira hit the ball more diagonally. This is a very straight hit from Evo. Vatira hit it more like this way, and Dark just used that to let the ball go with him to the back corner to get the boost. But Dark knows that with this touch, if he waits for that ball to reach him and then tries to bring it with him to the back corner, he's going to leave himself very vulnerable to a challenge or even a demo, which is why he doesn't do that. What he does is he just pops the ball up and then shoots immediately, or at least threatens a shot immediately. Now, what that does is it forces Evo not to steal the boost, because if Dark pops this ball into the corner to try and take his own back corner boost, Evo will take the boost from him, and then Dark will have the ball but no boost. So he'd rather keep the shot threat alive. That forces Evo to not go for his back corner boost and give away possession and 100 boosts. So a really good example here of Dark thinking ahead. He's not just thinking, okay, let me just get a goal, let me just get the ball. He's even thinking, okay, how do I deny boost from my opponent with this kickoff strat? That's right, by threatening a shot. If Evo doesn't turn here, if Evo keeps going for the boost, he concedes, so he has to turn. And then he loses the ball because he's under pressure. Yeah, I'll show it again from Evo's POV. Very, very hard to see. Misses the demo, can't go for the boost, has to give away the ball. Doesn't have to give away the ball, but he does. So yeah, it's a really cool kickoff. Only Dark is really doing that at the highest level. Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, Johnny Boy talking about kickoffs again. It's like, I don't know, to me it's super interesting. It's a mind game. So it's one of the most strategical elements of Rocket League. It's the only set piece in the game. And right now the kickoff meta is super, super interesting. There's so many viable strats. And a lot of the like casuals and a lot of like 3v3 enjoyers have never really gone down the rabbit hole of kickoffs in ones. They don't know how much they actually are, how much knowledge they're lacking. Why do I think our LCS kickoffs aren't that great? Because teams don't think about it. Most Rocket League pros just try and get through every week without actually thinking about Rocket League. They just want to get through it. They're like, scrims, done. Alright, practice, done. And now back to living my life. You know, it's understandable. They just want to live their life and enjoy themselves. But, yeah, there's some really cool kickoffs. I mean, I could show you some... I think I've got some games of like... do I have any games of me, Yummy Cheese Man, and CJ from yesterday? I think I do. I think this game we must have done a bunch of fake kickoffs. Yeah, so you guys will know this kickoff strat, where you just simply don't go for the ball. I'd recommend trying this. It's really fun. You just flip away from the ball, and then I've missed the boost here. Don't do that. Don't miss the boost. But yeah, they usually pass the ball to you. Yummy Cheese Man also got in the way. He should have let that go past him. Does CJ remember to do it? I think CJ misses the boost as well, which is kind of funny. Let's watch CJ missing the boost. Oh, he also drove forward, so he totally beamed it. So CJ, trying to kick years of muscle memory, accidentally drives forward, beans his half flip, misses the boost, still there to make the save, no problem. But ideally he would have had the boost there, and then he could actually boom the ball clear instead of, you know, all that. I'm not here to roast CJ though. I'm showing you that this kickoff is actually really funny. This one, me and Yummy both on diagonal. We both half flip, don't go. CJ soft cheats. Reason for that is that if the other team try to be cheeky with a demo or a dribble, you want the soft cheat guy to immediately challenge. But if not, if they don't dribble, if they just shoot the ball badly like this, CJ's going to try and deny boost from mid. That guy in the back corner is completely out of the game. This guy here, Woodington. Where is he? This guy. He's completely out of the game. 0 boost. Gone. We're in a 3v2 and we have the ball and we have 100 boost in all 3 of our players. Incredible kickoff strategy. Well, maybe not 100 because our boost management's terrible, but yeah, I've got 50. I should have more. I wasted it. And you look at this insane play. Pinch. Middle to no one. I mean, yeah, see, it's just a great strat. You should try it out. I think we did it every kickoff in every game, if we remembered. CJ probably forgets here because he has years of muscle memory that he's trying to forget. Yeah, he forgot. We were talking about something else. I won't forget, though. I'm half flipping for sure. Yeah, you just half flip. Make sure that you turn back towards your net as you half flip. Don't turn on the outside and then go the wrong way. But yeah, look at CJ here. He knows he doesn't need to save this. There's no panic. Just leave it. He's just going to let it go past him. Actually, no, he tried to hit it. Clueless. But luckily he had 208 pings, so he didn't have any chance of reacting in time. But it's fine. I just collect the ball in defense, pass to CJ, and then he misses. So yeah, standard stuff. But, you know, really the kickoff is immense and undefeatable. Yummy cheese man. Half flips. CJ actually decides to play the ball here. Now, if you're close cheating on this kickoff, remember your main job. CJ's not washed. We farmed US West last night. CJ's got 800 points. He's playing with 212 ping. How's he supposed to react to any of these plays? 212 ping in GC1 MMR. We're 1500 MMR in these lobbies. Day 1 of the new season. But yeah, in the close cheat position, you've got options. If they like hit the ball really badly like this, of course you might just have the opportunity to shoot first time, or just pop it up to yourself and then go for a solo play. But if they hit it hard, it's usually better to let it go back to your half flip guy who half flipped onto the boost. He can collect it in the back corner for free. And then the main objective of the guy soft cheating would be deny boost from the other team's kickoff player, because that guy's going to run for a mid boost. If you can soft cheat, realize which way he's going to go, beat him to it, he's out the game. And then the other team's just giving the ball to your opponents, to your teammates. Yeah, CJ's like 2k plus. Like, come on, he's nuts. We were farming last night. If you want evidence, CJ streamed the whole thing. So you can go on CJ's VOD and you can watch me, Yummy Cheese Man, and CJ playing ranked 3s, and we were half flipping on every kickoff, leaving the ball. Teams know we're going to do it. It doesn't matter. It still works. Like, it's a good kickoff, I promise you. I think it would be very good in pro play as well, because the only difficulties is mechanical. You sometimes end up in awkward positions mechanically with that one. But strategically, it is pretty sound if you all spread out. Get 100 boosts on 2 players immediately, and soft cheat. You've got pressure, you've got 100 boosts on 2 players, and your soft cheater can deny boost from someone else. So you've pretty much got 3 players with 100 boosts guaranteed on that kickoff. Whole team 100 boosts and pressure on the ball. I mean, what more can you ask for? And oftentimes you have possession as well. Until both teams half flip, well then that's fine as well, because right now the annoying thing in most people's eyes about the current kickoff meta is that, and this is what I think as well, the thing that annoys me most about the current kickoff meta is very often 2 teams will try and kill the ball. They do it. That means 1 player from each team has no boost. Then both teams have 2 close cheaters, which means they're using boost on their approach. And then they also try and hit the ball at the same time. So that means immediately 4 players out of the 6 in the field are completely stationary or close to it with very low boost. And then 2 players in third man with 100 boost. It's like, that's not Rocket League. That's very far from pro Rocket League. You need a couple of touches before everybody gets up to speed and boom, now we're watching the game. But like the actual like double 50-50 nonsense that's just become the meta is so cringe. It's just boring. I don't think it's interesting in the slightest to go for a dead ball kickoff every time with a close cheat every time. It's like, come on. You can do better than this.